Hello YouTube family, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Sharida and welcome. And in today's video, we are going to dive into some of my favorite vanilla fragrances for fall and winter, all right? So without further ado, let's jump right in. Okay, so this is my first time sitting down with you all, so I really want to give a formal thank you for selling out MAHNI Cassonade. My fragrance launched on November the 8th, November the 10th, it was sold out. When I say y'all did the damn thing, thank you from the bottom of my heart. The support, the outpouring of love, and it's just the fact that all of you had to blind buy this. No one knew how it smelled, and I'm just so in love with the fact that you all are loving it too. So, vanillas, let's jump right in, okay? So the first one I am going to start with is of course my own creation. This is MAHNI Cassonade, and this is my perfume that I created in collaboration with Navitus Parfums. I had my dream perfumer work on this project with me, Mr. Bertrand Duchefort, and the man just knows his way around a fragrance, okay? This is so beautifully crafted. This is vanilla ice cream. It is brown sugar. It is toffee. It's musky. It's very rich, deep ambery, and you're getting all of that. I feel like though this is sweet, it's not overly sweet. It is gourmand, but it is balanced so beautifully with the woody notes. Now, the one thing about this fragrance is it lasts, okay? So when I tell you, you put this on and on your skin, you're going to be able to smell this 10 plus hours later, at least on my skin, okay? So I do say with confidence that this is not only one of the best smelling vanillas now in my collection, it is one of the most long lasting. And it doesn't have any floral component really to it. It is very, you know, ambery, resinous, vanillic, gourmand notes type of perfume. So if you are a vanilla lover and that sounds like your vibe, then I really do think that you would enjoy this. I feel like I haven't had any complaints from people about the way the musk is done, because that was really scary for me, because I know that musk can react really oddly on some people's skin. And when I'm testing this, I only have myself to test it on, you know, when you're creating this, and maybe family members. But so far, so good with the musk, but it is very sensual. It's musky. It's dark. I almost would like to say, if you want a comparison, if you had Vanilla 28, strip the florals, paired with Whiff of a Waffle Cone by Imaginary Authors, and you weave in some of that creaminess of Gourmand Escapade, you would have MAHNI Cassonade if you put in, you know, like a beautiful amberwood, musky quality to it. That is what you have. Stellar performance, beautiful scent, and I'm already here to say that it's driving the men bonkers. So when this restocks, of course, I will announce it, you know, to the heavens and back. I will let you all know when it is back. They are working on the restock date. I thought I would have it by now, but we don't. But we are looking to get the bottles in your hand before Christmas. So you all just stay tuned, and thank you again so much for supporting me in this project. A dream come true. And now that I actually have this gorgeous bottle in my hand, I actually feel that it's real now. And can we just take a moment before the bottle? Y'all, this was me, okay? I gave them my vision of what I wanted to, what this bottle to look like, and they did the damn thing. So thank you, Navitus team, and thank you again for supporting me. All right, so another newbie to my collection is going to be Ledda 18 Vanilla Nera. This is so beautiful, and I feel like it is a quality fragrance for this price point especially. I think that the packaging is quite nice. It does remind me, of course, of the fluted bottle for Vanilla Patenfolia. I don't know if that was like the inspiration behind the bottle, but very chic, very stylish, understated. I love, those are like my favorite kinds of bottles. I love, you know, those really sophisticated, understated bottles. I mean, you wouldn't tell with the gaudiness of my bottle, but I really do love bottles, you know, that have this sophistication to it. And this is resinous, okay? It's got this white floral component going on in it, but it doesn't come off as anything overly white floral that's going to be headache inducing or sharp or off-putting in my opinion. I feel like it is beautifully balanced with the fresher notes. You've got some ginger, some bergamot at the top, and some pink pepper. This I feel like is fresher, resinous vanilla, but with some sexiness to it. This features a Tahitian vanilla in the base, and you have some patchouli and whipped musk. So it comes together to create something that, to me, I feel like is signature scent worthy. If you love vanillas, I wouldn't see a problem smelling like this every day. It's something you can wear to work. It's not gonna be off-putting. It's not gonna be overly sweet. It's definitely not one that I would put into that, you know, gourmand category. It is a beautifully done vanilla with some class, some sophistication, and just, you know, a touch of sensuality to it. So bravo on this release. This is my first one from the house, and I do want to add the Orange 22, but of course when she dropped the vanilla, I just I had to get it. Like, there was no pause, no hesitation. I got it, I think, the second day that it dropped. So Stephanie Ledda, I am so proud of you on this project, and I was so happy to support, and I am loving this one. Again, this one is 18 Vanilla Nera. All right, so next up is going to be one that is tried and true, raved about, talked about on this channel. And if I am doing a vanillas video, you better believe, more than likely, okay, Angelique Noire will be included in the list. This is one of my top vanillas. Very unique. Green. It is sexy. It's I don't know what. It is very classy and sophisticated. A little bit of sweetness. You got this juicy pear, these caraway seeds, and the Angelica. I love Angelica, and it's like green, you guys, but it's not in a way of difficulty for me. Like a Divana can be difficult for some people, or maybe like a Petitgrain can be really sharp and off-putting. Angelique Noire it's got this green powderiness. Angelica is quite powdery, and so it's going to lend it this softness, this beautiful quality, and you have this very rich overdose of vanilla. And when I put this on, I feel uber sensual, and this is date night vanilla, okay? This is, I really have somewhere to be, and I'm trying to impress him or her. And I feel like this one is one that is unisex, but leaning feminine. And if you are looking for a stunning, you know, stellar, super classy, sexy vanilla, this is the one. This is it, okay? This is the girl, and you need it in your life. Pop into a Saks Neiman's, whoever carries the arts and materials line, you know, in your town. Pop in and test it on your skin. Not on paper, on skin, okay? I need you to walk up in there to that counter with some clean, moisturized skin. Test it. It has amazing longevity for this line. I feel like when I put this on, I can still smell it on my skin, like in the pulse points, after 10 hours, okay? Very long wearing for the arts materials line, because as I always state, these perfumes are more on the moderate wearing side. This one is not a loud, huge beast mode projecting type of scent, but I find that within 6 feet it's going to radiate, and they're going to smell you, and it's going to give you some great longevity. So I feel like this is truly worth the price point. Even with the hikes that we're seeing, you know, across the board in perfumery, it's just a very special vanilla. And if you're a vanilla lover, please do not, you know, kid yourself and sleep on this fragrance. It's not going to be one for everyone, but I find that so many people love it, and it's completely worth the hype. Again, this one is Angelique Noire, and this is from Guerlain. All right, so next up is going to be one that is just tons of fun. If you're looking for a really delicious treat over gourmand, you love foodie gourmands, you love literal gourmands, and you enjoy smelling like a true snack, then Gateau de Carnaval is for you. So this one is by Kyse Parfums, and I find that you really do have to be into those literal gourmands to enjoy this house. But this one is so delicious and, again, fun. This one is centered around vanilla funnel cake, okay? So you really do smell like a funnel cake, but don't think heavy, greasy vibes. Think the fluffiness of a delicious bite of funnel cake that's just made perfectly. You do get this dusting of like a powdered sugar. You have boatloads of vanilla, and it is just an easy to wear foodie gourmand. It doesn't feel heavy, and it's beautifully balanced with some brown sugar and apricot. So again, if you love it snackish, if you want to be in full-on snack mode, and this layers beautifully with other things. If straight up gourmand is not your vibe, I would still check it out. For me, this one is giving moderate sillage. Longevity, I would say, is just barely moderate. It's not weak, but it's not, I'm not gonna get like a good, you know, 6 hours out of this. I feel like 4 or 5 is kind of the marker. They do have some wonderfully performing fragrances in this line, but I feel like for that house, this one is a little bit more on the lower end of moderate. So wonderful for the price point. And again, highly recommend it if you love a good funnel cake, cupcake, vanilla vibe scent. Again, this one is Gateau de Carnaval. The next one is one that I absolutely love, and I really do hate the fact that it is a BDK Harris exclusive for now. Now, I find that Harris exclusives will remain Harris exclusives when it's in the green packaging. It's got the Harris logo. But if it doesn't have that, eventually it's going to be in a wider release. And I'm hoping that is the case with Vanille Leather by BDK. Vanille Leather is so good, you guys. This is a very ambery vanilla, but it has this gorgeous leather note that does not feel like a leather bomb. It is so well blended. I'm telling you, it is so well. You do not have to like leather to enjoy this scent. It is complemented with these gorgeous like white florals. You got this orange blossom, and very unique to any vanilla in my collection. I feel that this is one that's highly unisex. It doesn't matter who put it on, they're going to smell just amazing. Equally as amazing as the next one we're going to talk about, which I feel like is super unisex. But if you love vanilla fragrances and you want something that is a little bit more elevated, I will say a little unique, and one that has crazy longevity, because this lasts definitely over 10 hours on me. On my skin and clothes, you can smell it all day. This one, again, is Vanille Leather, and this is from BDK, the only BDK that remains in my collection, and the favorite, you know, out of everything that I've smelled from the house. This one, I just feel like they did a stand-up job with this one. Again, Vanille Leather. The next super unisex scent that we are going to get into is from the house of Parfums de Marly, and this is ALTAHÍR. So, God, it just smells so good. But I feel like for you to vibe with this one, not only do you have to enjoy your vanillas, you have to like powdery musky. It is very powdery, very musky, very well done. But if you are not fans of those scent profiles, I would definitely say try before you buy. It is very pricey. You can save on Selfridges, okay? Now, when you check out a Selfridges and you're from the USA, there will be like these customs and duties that appear in your cart at first. If you have the membership, once you actually get to that final screen, that stuff comes off. So you are saving probably a good $100 on a lot of these niche fragrances that are, you know, $350 and upwards here. They're going to be like $250 across the pond. So buy Selfridges if they have it in stock, because you're going to save. The membership is $65 a year for international free shipping all year. But you're still going to save on your fragrance, and you're going to pay for the membership probably within that first purchase. Okay, so it is just a no-brainer. Things that I want that are pricey and I'm going to buy retail, Selfridges is where I check first. If they don't have it, then I look at US retailers. But yeah, okay, so ALTAHÍR is centered around like this bourbon vanilla, and you're getting that, and it is something so like fresh but spicy and sexy, but not spicy and like a dark substantial heavy. It's almost like sneaky spicy, if that makes any sense. So this one does have this fresh opening of orange blossom and bergamot and cardamom and cinnamon, and it's very heavy on the lemmy resin, like resinous quality. Is lots of bourbon vanilla because it is in the mid. You have this amazing longevity from the scent due to an ambroxan, and you have guaiac wood, which balances it out, and you have this very prominent praline and musk. So when I tell you amazing vanilla fragrance that anyone can put on, this is a non-binary vanilla. You don't have to identify with nothing feminine, masculine, it just smells good on anyone. The cat can wear it, the dog can wear it, it don't matter. Just put it on and wear it, because I think that you will just, like, everyone will be turning their heads. What are you wearing? This smells so good. And the thing about this one is I feel like someone will have to tell you what's in here. Like, it's so well blended. And you don't know what's going on. You just know it smells good. Like, that is what I get. This is vanilla, and I don't know what else is around it, but it smells absolutely amazing. Okay. Again, wonderful release for this year. And this one is Althaір by Parfums de Marly. Next up is one I have not brought out all year, but it is time. And this is Seta from Moresque. I struggle with notes that are, you know, heavy on the myrrh, but I feel like this one was just done so beautifully. It is a very resinous, warm vanilla that has just a little touch of transparency to it. It is quite sweet, and it's almost leaning gourmand. It's like this vanilla cake that came out the oven, and it is drizzled with like this sugariness. And it is so comforting, you guys. It lasts so long on the skin and clothes, but it's not loud. So if you find that, like myself, you're usually kind of overtaken by a heavy myrrh note, like that can make me sick to my stomach sometimes, just depending on how it's done. This one I think is a beautiful option. I love the quality of the bottles. This is niche perfumery that does not absolutely drain your bank account. And I feel like it's worth every dime. The packaging, the presentation, heavy cap, you know, though not magnetic, it fits securely. Just a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. And this is perfect vanilla for this time of year. Yeah, so check this one out. If you've never tried anything from the house, I feel like this is a great one to start with, especially if you're a lover of vanilla. Again, this one is Seta by Moresque. So next one is one that I feel like took my designer world by storm, okay? I don't have a ton of designer fragrances, and I feel like this trend of vanilla in the designer world has me so excited. Like, my passion for these fragrances are starting to amp up because they're not playing with these releases, and I'm loving it. This Black Opium La Parfum has definitely had me in quite the chokehold since it was released. This is an outstanding vanilla fragrance, and especially for the designer world. It is not you know, overrun with this heavy sense of white florals, and it's definitely a lot more wearable than the original Black Opium, and it is centered around the vanilla. You have vanilla in multi, you know, tiers of the fragrance breakdown, the pyramid, and it really does shine in this fragrance. There's a solar quality to it. You've got these fruits, but you have this gorgeously balanced, you know, coffee, white floral. You definitely get a hint of that DNA from the original Black Opium, but it is very, very toned down, just enough so that the flanker makes sense, okay? It's like, we're gonna give you a true flanker of the original, but make no mistake, the vanilla is the star. I love it. I love, love, love it. Obsessed. If you love vanilla, you need to get your nose on it. Trust me, it's gonna be a little different from your everyday run-of-the-mill designer fragrances. And that's what I loved about this. And I'm, again, really loving this trend because I live for a good vanilla. All right. This one, again, Black Opium La Parfum, and this is from YSL. So this next one is absolutely just a 10 out of 10 sexy sex in a bottle vanilla. And this is absolute aphrodisiac. It's not going to be for everyone. Okay. It's not. Absolutely not. There's this castoreum in here. I think there's even civet. It's animalic, but in the very best way. I was so afraid to try this fragrance for so long. And something just told me, get yourself a decant. And it was love at first sniff. When it's got on my skin, okay, it took 0.5 seconds for me to say, oh, I need a full bottle, okay? Quite linear to me. Like, there's not a big change in the scent, but it is so deeply sexy. So this has a leather note, which I don't even know if it's truly leather because it doesn't come up as leathery to me. To me, I'm getting just an animalic flair, okay? The animalic quality is very well blended with a boatload of amber. It's very ambery. It's very vanillic. It's a little musky. It is just bottom line sensuality. What brings it all together is this gorgeously done bouquet of white florals. But again, the star is going to be like, you know, that castoreum and the vanilla. balanced with lots of amber. It's all just coming together to create something that I feel like is so magical. This scent is close to wearing. It's like scent bubble scent, and I feel like this type of scent it needs to be. This is not one that needs to be allowed bees. This is something that you wear with real intention. Okay, I cannot even wear this to work anymore because the men are just like, what is wrong with you? Like on a whole 10. I had someone come up damn near to my ear in uniform. I really need you to back up. I really need you to back up, sir. I mean, men just go crazy over this scent, and it is just really something that attracts and that draws them in. And I can, like, this is one you just got to put on and walk out, okay? You're going to get compliments, and you're going to have them flocking, okay? So if that's not your intent, don't put this on that particular day. But I feel like if you have a date, you know, y'all are going to be in close quarters, a little, you know, nightcap type of situation. This is when you bring this out. Like I said, with intent. Don't put this on frivolously and just, you know, expect for the best. You better know who you hanging around and being around when you put on Absolute Aphrodisiac, because it really is sexy. This is not sensual. This is sexy, but in a very classy, sophisticated, well done way. All right, and so the last one on this list is going to be from the House of Aaron, and this is Tangier Vanille D'Or, not to be confused with the regular Tangier Vanille. So this one is a little harder to find. It's a little pricier, but it's beautiful, you guys. Again, if you have problems with those resins like myrrh, you probably will love this because, like I said, it can be difficult for me, but I find that this is one of the most beautiful myrrh vanilla fragrances in my collection, and it's balanced with this fruity plum. So it differs from here because you've got this fruity quality to it. Very classy, okay? You can put this on fall, winter. You can even wear it spring. Like myrrh is not something that I would spring, summer, no. But this, yes, it works year round. So if you're one that really does gravitate towards, you know, those more resinous notes, balmy, beautiful, slightly feminine fragrances, then I feel like you would absolutely enjoy this one. And please get your nose on it if you can. Pricey for you know, a blind buy. So again, if you can try before you buy it, I would say do that, but it may be kind of hard to get a sample or decant. Just, you know, just letting you know, putting it out there. But it's one that I absolutely love and enjoy. This one again is Tangier Vanille D'Or, and this is from the House of Aaron. All right, you guys, so that is our video for today. Drop me a comment below. Let me know some of your favorite vanillas to pull out for this time of year. Be sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Make sure notification bell is turned on and set to all. And last but not least, give the video a big thumbs up if you found any value in the content, as it helps the channel to grow. It has been real. I love you all, YouTube, and I will catch you guys on the next one.